Come on in. Let's see who's going to be first getting in today. Hey, Janet. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, Janet. Hey, Andrea Lynn Allen Hargrove. Jessica, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Angela, hello. Karen Hughes is joining us. Whoa, that's special. Jacqueline, hello. Marilyn, hello. Good to see you. Sheila, hello as well. Ed Beatty Jr. has set the protocol for tonight. No hateful comments, but he is getting the work in tonight. Julia, good to see you. Linda, good to see you as well. Gloria, hello. Jasmine Polly is on with us. Good to see you. Hey, Derek Jenkins, thank you so much for joining us. Twiggy, hello. Good to see you. And Miss Paris, good to see you. Sabrina, good to see you. Happy Friday to you. Linda, good evening to you. I'm sorry, Lydia. I'm sorry, Lydia. I'm sorry. Dana, happy Friday. Good evening to you. Felicia, hello. Jacqueline, all the way from Chi-Town. She says hello to you, Jacqueline. Good to see my brother Richard Dink is on. Good to see you, sir. Ethel Williams, all the way from the Highlands. We always glad to see my Highlands family out here as well. Annette, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Tia says good evening to all. Thank you so much. Jacqueline Jones White, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Zelphia, good to see you. Good evening. The legend himself, Tyrone Hollywood Brown, Hollywood legend in Savannah. Good to see you, sir. Good to see Miss Ann McGee. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Ray's on with us, and so good to see you, Ray. Thank you for joining us. And Bruce Taylor is a Savannah native, and he's actually in Savannah this weekend. So glad to have him. Rob Mitchell is on as well. Greg is on from WJCL. Thank you for joining us. Debbie Williams Walker is on with us as well. Desmond Duval, my brother, is on. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Lorraine, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Monia from Ruin Thai. I have not eaten there in a couple of days. I have to get my Ruin Thai. Maybe we have to just do our date night at Ruin Thai. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? We can get together and just show up at Ruin Thai, and that's what we'll do our date night. And of course, it's always great to see the amazing Ann Allen Westbrook. Good to see you, and thank you for joining us as always. Julie is on with us from Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you, WKRP in Cincinnati. Tawana is on. Oh, wow. Hey, Tawana. Make it better, Tawana. Frederick Bailey is on with us. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And then, of course, the great Glenda Jones is on as well. And it says she's taking my advice, so I hope it's good advice. Kenneth Bussey is on with us. Good to see you. Brenda Ponda, good to see you as well. Shauna Moss, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Lydia got me corrected. It is Lydia, and that's why I can't be trying to read too fast. Good to see Sister Luana Tillman. Peace and blessings unto you also. Hey, Gina is on with us. Good to see Gina on. And of course, it's the terrific Terry Mobley is on. And so we're always happy to see Terry Mobley on, and everybody is doing all right. Heather De La Torre, thank you for joining us all the way from Bluffton, South Carolina. We are glad to have our neighbor on with us. Kim is on with us. Good to see you. Miss Loretta, happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And Dr. Priscilla Williams is on. And all is well. Regina, good to see you. I hope everybody in your way is having a great evening as well. The Honorable Teeny Day Broughton, the awesome councilwoman from Pensacola, Florida. She's on with us, so always glad to have you on. Sharon Bryan is on from Midway, so we're saying hello to that. Linda is already setting it out. Eloise Dudley, good to see you. Blessings to you as well. Patricia Myers is on with us. Reverend Thomas Hart, good to see you, Pastor. Hope all is well with you. Miss Fabrice All Day. I hope I said that right. Good evening to you as well. And Miss McGee, God bless you too. Thank you so much. And hey, Miss Ali, Aunt Ali is on with us. Good to see you as well. And Ray, thank you for pointing out that May is Mental Health Month. And I know that a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a mind is a terrible thing to lose too. And so we want to make sure we keep on that. Mental health is real. Um, Treen is on with us as well, and then of course my partner in progress, the awesome Linda Wilder Bryant, the alderwoman for Savannah's 3rd District, who is the hardest working woman. I mean, she just always grinding on something. So always glad to have her, and certainly glad that she's on my team. Good to see Michael Benjamin on with us as well, and D Jackson is on with us. Good to see you, D. And to answer the question, what Miss Turner told you today, she was right. So I'm telling you that she was right. She told you something today, and she was right. So, hey, Mike Dickens is on with us as well. Barbara Dolores is on as well. And Ned, good evening. Good to see you. E. Joyce Paris has checked in. Good to see you as well. Uh, so glad that you are all with us on this Friday, the first Friday. Is it the first Friday? It is the first Friday in the month of May already. We are at the 5th month of this year already. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. If it's Friday, and if it's Friday in Savannah or wherever you're at, if it's Friday in Savannah and you're keeping the faith and following the science as best you can, good to see Jeannie on as well. Then you are with us. It is Friday. Good to see you as well. Uh, Ivy Fair is on here. I don't think Ivy Fair is not allowed on here today, Terry. So I'm looking to eject her the moment she gets in here. I love you too, Linda Wilder Bryant. So hey, and good to see Veronica Brinson on. And Veronica, I was happy to cast my vote for you to become a Superior Court judge today. So I saw what you were talking about when I looked at the ballot. So my friend Veronica and Macon, if you feel so inclined, will make a great Superior Court judge. Hey, Carlitha, good to see you as well. And Gloria is sending out some love. And Veronica said this is her favorite Friday night show. And she's in Macon. She's in Bibb County. That's her favorite Friday night show. So um, I appreciate that. So a couple of things. So you know how we do it. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? It's week number 111. 111. 779 days. We've been doing this for 111 weeks, 2 years, 1 month, 18 days, every single Friday, without fail. We have been getting together. Good to see the Honorable, Councilman from Darien, Georgia, my friend and brother Griffith Lotson. Good to see you, City Council member. Thank you for joining us as well. I mean, 111. We can't stop. Oh, I see Councilwoman Toya Tucker on. I finally got a chance to meet her. I mean, I was like, wow, I finally got a chance to meet her. So I was excited to be able to meet her as well. And look, Dr. Pete Silva, one of my mentors. Now, he's in Cancun, Mexico. He should be turning it up. And yet, he's in Cancun, but he's here with us on Friday Night Live as well. So that's amazing. Of course, Dr. Patricia West is on with us as well. Veronica Johnson, whose husband looks a little bit better than me. Good to see you as well. But here we are. Yeah, Councilwoman Tucker, I finally had a chance to hang out with Councilwoman Tucker from Columbus, Georgia as well. And no, we're not going there. So I'll tell you about that right now. But 111 weeks, thank you all. 111 weeks. Every Friday, we've been getting together, being together, spending an hour together, holding each other up, lifting each other up, praying, supporting, information, entertainment, inspiration, all of those things. We have been doing it. We have been doing it We have been doing it. And I cannot say I've done it by myself because there are plenty of people who get on Facebook Lives and there's nobody there. Nobody there. But we do this together. Felicia, good to see you. Good to see my brother Harry Thompson as well. Frank Gordon is on with us as well. And Ivy Fair has joined us. So we'll see how this goes. Jacqueline Graves, thank you so much. Andrew Hall Houston, thank you so much as well. Thank you and happy to join us. So 111 weeks. Big round of applause. 111 weeks. We have been doing this situationship, relationship, this companionship, this entanglement, this boo up. We are together. We have been together. And if Pete Silver can log in from Cancun to see what we're talking about, then we must be worth his time because his time is extremely valuable. So we're extremely honored. 111 weeks. So here we go. So first thing we want you to do, good to see my double brother Jamal on. First thing we want you to do is like the page, right? Remember that? Like the page. Like the page. We want you to like the page. We're getting to 40,000 people in our universe. We want you to like the page. The second thing we want you to do is we want you to share the page. We're not jealous. We're not selfish with our love. And so good to see Reverend Thurman Tillman on with us. And my mommy is on. So I'm glad to see my mommy. So I'm going to go ahead and give her some love, although she's like right here in the next room. But, she could just come sit in here. But, all right, fine. You my mama, you do what you want to do. You started all this, so you do you. Sheila is on with us as well. Good to see Ethel Overstreet as well. And yes, Michelle, good to see you. Jacqueline says we're booing up. Moselle Carroll has joined from St. Helena Island in South Carolina. Glad to have you. And I don't know what Ivy's talking about, but Kathy is on. Thank you so much as well. So we want you to like the page. Second thing we want you to do, we want you to share the page. Share the page. Share it. Share it. I only see 6 shares. What's up with us? Come on, let's share. Let's share the love. Share the love. Share the love. Share the love. You know how we do. So go ahead and go to the video and click share. Share. Come on, y'all. Share. Sharing is caring. Share. So go ahead and hit share. Good to see Angela Kirkland on as well. Lenard Young, good to see you. Suave Scott, Angie from the DMV. Once you go ahead, hit share. Come on, hit share. We want to get some shares on here as well. Camila, good to see you. Happy Friday to you. And Debbie Williams Walker says, tell my mommy happy Mother's Day. Mama! Debbie Williams Walker says, happy Mother's Day. Debbie Williams Walker says, happy Mother's Day. She said, thank you. See? All right, there we go. Oh, wait. Come here. All right. Stephen McGee, good as well. No, it's okay. Come here, Max. She says she appreciates you. And she says happy Mother's Day to you. So I don't know why y'all having this conversation around me. But anyway, go ahead and share. Go on to share. Crystal Kaufman is on with us. And hey, Dana is on with us as well. So glad to see all of you on. Talia Scott Green is on with us as well. Thank you. Good to see you. So anyway, and then finally, of course, what we do, we send love. Patty, good to see you. We send love to our girl, Tara. We send love to Tara, so you know how we do it. And that is Tara Strong, hashtag Tara Strong, 3 greens and 1 red. That is the official Friday date night hashtag for our girl Tara. So we're saying that. So hashtag Tara Strong. And then the 3 green hearts and then the red heart. So and to all of our mothers, before we get into this, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers, grandmothers, godmothers, aunties, all of you. If you're a mom on here, we want to make sure we send out some love to you. Matter of fact, while we're going to Katrina, good to see you. If you're on here, if you're a mother, go ahead. You can put on there how many kids you got, how many grandkids. I know we have some great grandmothers here, so you can just go ahead and throw that in the chat so we can all show you some love as well. Want to show love to all of our mothers. We should not wait for just one day to let the women in our life know that we love them and appreciate them. Snowy, thank you. Good to see you. And so that's why you see, you know the background. Um, so I mean, the reality is, hey, I can't be, you know, I mean, I'm a mayor today, but when the mayor thing is all over, I'm still a son, and so, um, you know, y'all call me man now, but when y'all get rid of me, then I have to come back here to my mama. So I had to come spend some time with my mama. So happy to do it, glad to be able to do it. So and thankful to be able to do it. So to all of our wonderful mothers out there as well. Georgia Banks is on with us. We love our mothers, and Jacqueline has 2 men and 6 grandchildren. So I'm wondering, and then Dana has 1 daughter, 1 son, and a daughter-in-law, and a new grandbaby boy. Um, and Sister Tillman sends out love to all the women, especially my mama. So, and then Janet has 1 dog. Hey Max, and good to see Tammy is on. She's she's on from Boston as well. So we're sending out love, Michelle. Good to see you as well, Deidre as well, and Annette has 2 daughters and a Marine son, and then Linda says, "All right, #1 mayor son. Hey, you know, at the end of the day, you got it. It is what it is." Derek is sending out love to all moms and his mom, Sylvia Jenkins. So the Sylvia Jenkins, we're sending out love to you. And then we also know that this time is also a very difficult time for mothers who have either lost their mothers or mothers who have lost their children, and so we also use this time to be able to get together, be together, and hold each other up. So if you have a mom that you want to remember, you can put her name in the chat, and if there are children that you want to remember, you can go ahead and put their names in the chat as well. There's an old African proverb that says, as long as you call somebody's name, they never die. And so we want to use that as the space also today to allow everyone to be able to do that. Hey, Irish, good to see you. So we want to be able to do that. Commissioner Sanders is on and has a graduating senior today, so we do that. And my mama has 5 wonderful children, 8 grands. You got 8, mama? And 1 great grand. You got 8 grand? Wait a minute, because that means I have 8 nieces and nephews. I count 7. I think we're missing somebody. But put them out there as well. Georgia Banks has 2 sons and 7 grands, and Katrina has 2 sons and 1 daughter. Lita, good to see you. She's late, but she made it. Come here, Max. Come here.
If you go in the kitchen, I guess you go to the bathroom.
Oh. And we're remembering Marcel Simmons today, so we're sending our love to Condolita and her mom, Marcel Simmons. Bonnie, good to see you as well. Good to see Miss Annette Mitchell on as well. Sarah Stevens, Liberty City and Liberty County's finest as well. And my friend Janice Brown is in. Crystal is the mother of 2 talented young men, a singer and an athlete. So we're sending out love as well. We're sending out love, and everybody loved Phyllis Wilder Lewis. That was a diva. And so we're giving blessings to all of them. And I loved Irma Jean Mobley. Irma Jean Mobley was certainly a special woman, and so we cherish her as well. Again, we send out love. We smile. We smile because they were here, and so we remember and we hold on to those things. Barbara, good to see you. As you know that they're in earthen vessels, but the vessels might be gone, but you keep the treasure inside of the vessel, which could never ever be taken from you. So we're celebrating that as well. Just so many of all of you, and Ned Mitchell has 1 son, 1 daughter, and 2 granddaughters. So we have some real grandmother queens on here. So we're sending out love to all of you. And I think I did say hello to Miss Barbara Foster. Thank you for joining us as well. So anyway, so I wanted to talk about that. We're also, and you can continue putting that in the chat as well. Um, and Condoleezza has 3 handsome sons: Remington, Alexander, and Christopher. And Keith is on as well. And so come here, come here, come here, come here. So as you all know, y'all all see. Shut up. Cool. Y'all remember Max, right? Max, say hello to everybody. Max. See? Max, hey Max. Say hey to the people. Max. Look. Say hey to the people. Say hey to the people. You gonna say hello to the people? Say hey to the people. Say hey to the people. Say hey. Say hey. See, so Max in his mind is a big dog. Max is a big dog. I mean, he punches above his weight. Look at his ears. Right now he's on patrol. He hears something that doesn't sound right, and what does Max do? He's looking around because he wants to get to it. So, everybody say hey to Max. Say good to see you all. Right, Max? Yeah. See, he's looking around. So, say hey to the people. Say hey, what's up? So, go ahead. So. Anyway, send love out. Max get treated better than us around here. Just want to let you know that. Anyway, we're sending out love to Annie B. Seabrooks as well. Yeah, Max is getting fat. And we are sending out, Michelle, that's where I was going. This week is Teacher Appreciation and Nurses Appreciation. I don't know who was a brilliant person to do that. I mean, teachers are awesome and nurses are awesome, and we should have 1 week for teachers and 1 week for nurses. We shouldn't have to share teachers and nurses. So if you're on here and you're a teacher, then go ahead and drop that in the chat, sending out love to our teachers. If you're a nurse, then go ahead and drop that in so we can send love to you as well, for our nurses as well. So. Hey, Tanya as well. Lydia says her mother passed at 36, leaving 2 baby boys. You raised them. You were 21, and now 52 and 51, and you're 67. So, Lydia, thank you for that. I mean, again, mothers are not always biological, and all biological mothers are not good mothers. So, I mean, as well. Hey, Candy Girl, good to see you as well. Billy, Max is a Pomeranian. And so Max in his mind is a big dog. In Max's mind, he is like a Rottweiler. And so, he makes a lot of noise, and, he just kind of goes in until you roll up on him, and then, he disappears. So anyway, so Max has made a cameo appearance tonight, and he's sitting over here watching me, seeing what I'm doing. Tanya's in Atlanta tonight as well. Good to see you, Candy. And Katrina says you're super cute, Max. Max. Katrina says you're super cute. Shauna, let's talk about COVID numbers. So again, if you're a teacher, we want you to put I'm a teacher in the text, or how you teach, or what you teach, where you teach. And then if you are a nurse, we want to know what kind of nurse are you, and where you work at. What do you do? If you're retired, a teacher or a retired nurse, then say that as well. We want to make sure we're sending out love to you on this Teacher and Nurse Appreciation Day. So let's talk a little bit about COVID numbers. COVID numbers are up about 30% nationwide here in New York. They're starting to go higher. In Savannah, they're going up a little bit, but our numbers are still relatively flat. Keeping that in mind that Savannah has been probably historically about 2 weeks behind New York. So again, it is still appropriate to keep the faith and follow the science. It is still appropriate for you to make sure you're vaccinated, make sure that you are boosted, and I'm trying this week to get my second booster because you don't want that COVID life. You just don't want it. And so don't act like it's not there. Sometimes I wear a mask, sometimes I don't. On the plane today, I was wearing a mask. And so it just depends on kind of my level of comfort, but you have to keep in mind it's still there. Um, and Linda says she wants some cheesecake from Genius. We'll see what we can do. Miss Febreze is a teacher. Thank you. Margie, hello. Elder Flossie, hello as well. Carlitha says last week was Laboratory Personnel Week. So if you work in a laboratory, I want to give you love too. Go ahead and say, I am a laboratory personnel, and then say what you do so we can give you some love too, okay? Kathy Grabs, a retired teacher. Thank you. Barbara Kaufman is on. She's finally joined us. So the child has been on for a little bit now, so as well. Um, let's see who else. Ivy is sending out to. Why am I even quoting Ivy? Ivy's not even supposed to be on here. But Terry Mobley is the product of a phenomenal educator, Irma Mobley. We talked about a little while ago. So um, it's good when your grown kids can turn around and say that you've impacted their life. So Terry Mobley's had 33 years in. Renee is a nurse of 10 years, um, and so you're a nurse practitioner as well. Um, let's see. Keith has been teaching in New York and Georgia, so we thank you as well. Um, Barbara is a retired teacher. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And that Mitchell's a retired teacher. Thank you. I'm going to thank all of you as well. Um, Lorraine says that your mom was in the memorial for 2 days this week in a hallway, no beds. Oh my gosh. I hope that she is doing better. Um, Dana says she knows 7 people with COVID last week, and yeah. Well, the problem is with the home test now, people are not reporting it, and they don't want people to treat you like it's a plague, so they just kind of don't say anything. Um, and Michelle had 8 adult children, 15 grands, 9 great grands. She's a retired teacher, special ed. So we thank you, Michelle, for that. And you're right, you never know who is vaccinated. So again, we're sending out love to teachers, laboratory personnel, and nurses. If you're that, go ahead and put that in there so we can go ahead and shout you out and show you some love as well. Irish is a certified phlebotomist for 5 years. That means she's a vampire. She draws blood. Um, I'm not really wild with people who do that. I'm just letting you know now. Carla, good to see you. It's just something about people putting needles. I think you have to kind of be. I mean, I know you have to, and I know it's very very necessary. But on the other end of it, I mean, I'm just saying, it's just ew. It's just yeah, it just hurts. Needles going in your arm. I mean, I just anyway. But thank you, Irish, because we need people to go ahead and take that blood, and so we appreciate you for that. Um, and so the other thing that's on my mind really now is voting. I need you all to vote. I went in this week. I had my mayor small business conference on Thursday, and I'll tell you about that. Great event for small businesses. Von Dell is a retired nurse of 33 years. And so thank you, Von Dell, for your service. My mom is a nurse, a retired nurse. So thank her for her service as well. She probably make sure she ain't around. She's doctored on us and kept us well. I'll say that. And sending out love to Lorraine Jackson's mom, who was a retired nurse as well. Thank you so much for that. Um, we're sending love out, and we are showing appreciation, if you will, for the people who do well and treat us well. And of course, that's teachers, that's laboratory personnel, and that is nurses. So anyway, so I had a wonderful Mayor Small Business Conference on Thursday. We had over 200 small business owners there, really trying to find ways to do business unusual in this new world that we live in. And so it was in the Civic Center, and I was walking by, and I said, "Oh, it says to go vote." I went in there and I voted, and it's a pretty lengthy ballot, but I got it done relatively quickly. And so please go ahead and get it done, get it out of the way. Um, Go ahead and do that. I mean, I think that is really, really it is good to do. Don't wait till the last minute. Go ahead and get it done. And I want to make sure Um, I want to make sure that we get you the information that you need. And so I want to get you your voter page information so that you have it. So let me see. I put it in there this week. I'm putting it back in there again so that you will have it. Go ahead and make sure verify first that you are make sure that you are able to vote. So I'm putting this in here. It takes just a minute for you to do it. You just put your first initial, last name, county, your date of birth, and then you're able to look on it and you can see how that goes. So let me see. So there it is. So you have it. Let me wait a minute. Did I put it in the right one? Yeah, there it go. So go ahead and just check, and then just go ahead and get it done. There are 5 locations in Chatham County. You can go ahead and you can vote now, get it done. Downtown, you can get it done. You can get it done on Eisenhower. You can get it done on the islands. You can get it done on Mosquito Control, and you can get it done on the Southside Library. Go ahead, get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done as well. Sing out love also to CNAs. Good to see you, Tab. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Your vote is important, particularly now. Carla says she was 15 minutes in and out. Go ahead, check your status. Gloria, thank you for voting. Kim voted yesterday as well. Thank you so much. Go ahead, just get it done. Get it out of the way. Don't wait until Election Day because all kinds of crazy stuff go on. And the fact is, people are expecting you not to vote. And so the way you turn on that is that you take very seriously not only your obligation and responsibility, but also your privilege of voting. So thank you, Jasmine, for putting that in there. Eisenhower is open from 8 to 6, and the other locations are open from 9 to 5. Good to see Sherry Butler on, and she has voted today. So, I mean, this is the bottom line. I mean, if you are like me and you are tired of all these freaking commercials on all day long, go ahead and vote. But do your research. Do your research. I've tried very hard not to tell people how to vote. I certainly have people I think might be better. I try not to endorse a whole lot just because I want people to examine the candidates for themselves. Then there are some times where there are races in which I just feel it's really imperative that we have somebody on it. I think my endorsements, when I ran for mayor, I didn't get a bunch of them. So, at the end of the day, the endorsement that means the most is the endorsement of the voters. And so how do people know what you think and how you feel? And I mean, people get on social media and they're just ranting and raving. And my question is, did you vote? Did you vote? So, good to see Coach Cassell Bell on from Jacksonville, Florida. Good to see that. And Tasha says that I look a lot like her friend's husband, Will. Wait a minute now. So how am I looking like everybody? I look like Tasha's friend husband, Will, and Veronica says I look like her husband. I mean, I don't even know his name. What's the name? What, Veronica, what's your husband? So, I mean, hey, as long as they look good, then I look like them. That's all I'm going to say. Tiffany, good to see you. Tiffany, good to see you. I didn't see your mom on yet, Tiffany. I see the Honorable Kendra Rowe is on, and she's saying the last day to vote is May the 20th. Kendra Rowe is the city commissioner for the city of Brunswick, Georgia. So we say hello to her and the entire Flossie posse that is on. We're saying it. I know y'all are sitting in the cut not saying anything, but I know that y'all are all on. Good evening, Carrie. Thank you so much for joining us as well. And we do love CNAs. I used to hire CNAs when I was recruiting at Memorial. So CNAs are a very, very important job. So we appreciate that. And Shirley, we appreciate you voting yesterday. Jasmine's put out more information. Saturday voting is May 7th and 14th, tomorrow and next Saturday at the Civic Center and the Main Street. Civic Center and the main location on Eisenhower. And then on next Sunday, a week from this Sunday, you can vote at the main branch on Eisenhower. Good to see Rockin' Robin from Kansas City, Missouri. Joya Dinkins, thank you so much for joining us. Lenora, thank you. Good to see you. And Lala, yes, you're late, but we are glad you are here anyway. So, that's all that was really on my mind. I think I got it all off. Happy Mother's Day. I got teachers. I got nurses. I got laboratory professionals. We got love for CNAs. We talked about this Mayor Small Business Conference. We've talked about voting. And so if there's something that you want to talk about, something you want to ask me, the floor is open. Lenora, good to see you. And okay. Oh, so his name is Will Johnson. Okay. So Tasha is kin to Veronica. Okay, I see. Hey, Masha, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Greta voted today. Thank you. Maria, I was at the arena last night. I was. Cirque du Soleil called Crystal. It was an ice skating Cirque du Soleil. It is in Savannah. It is last night was their first show in 2 years. 2 whole years. 2 years. And so I had the opportunity to be there, and they gave me some snowballs to throw, and I threw them. So I think you can catch Cirque du Soleil for the rest of the weekend, I believe, before they move on to the next city. But we were glad to have them here practicing over the last 5 months. So anyway, questions? Any questions? Anything you want to know? Anything you want to know about what's happening in your city? Let me know, and let's talk about it. So anybody? Go ahead. Sabrina wants to know, can I send code enforcement out down Tulip Street? I could, but Sabrina, it would be more effective if you call 311 and put in a service request. 311 is the number that we use for service requests. And so once you put that in, and get a service number, get a service number, then let me know if they don't do it. So that's really the best way to do it. Put in we use that for what is considered non-emergency services. We also have a mobile app, so I want to make sure you have that as well. You could also put it online. I'm gonna put that on here too. If you have the City of Savannah service request and you need something, here it is. I'm going to send you the form. I'm putting it in the chat so you have it. So you have that right there. So there it is. And then we do have a mobile app. And so let me see if I can find the link as well. I'll put that on here, and you can get the 311 app, which is you can download it for Android and for Apple. So that is. Iron Bull, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. What kind of skyscraper is being built downtown? I believe by the bridge. I believe that is a SCAD project, and I believe it might be for housing. It is not a city-owned project. I think it's SCAD that's building something down there. Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And again, go ahead. Thank you, Condoleezza, for helping me. Condoleezza works with that. Gina, you're being really petty right now in your pettiness, and so I know you don't care about how I'm doing. You just want to get on here and gloat. So go ahead and gloat, Gina. That's gonna make you feel better. Your day is coming. That's all I'm gonna say. So let me see. Carla, could there be some reason why some people don't vote? Well, I think because sometimes people don't think their vote means anything. I think, secondly, I mean, you know, it has to be instilled in you. I had parents that always believed in voting, so I voted at every election since I was old enough to vote. So, well, you only speaking. So if you weren't being petty, Gina, then I'm gonna give you a hug. Okay, so there is a hug. So, what else? What else? What else you want to know about? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Till next week. What else? Um, Gina, y'all winning right now? Um, can they bring somebody to help, or is that against the rules? Barbara, they can bring someone to help. Um, you can bring somebody to help, which is why we really want people to go. Um, let me see. Let me put the voter page on here. This is why we want you to look at the voter page, because when you log into the voter page, you actually can see a sample ballot. And so we want to send out some love. Uh, so the sample ballot, when you log in by putting your information, it tells you where you vote, and you can see the Democratic, the Republican, or the partisan, nonpartisan ballot. And so you can read those. Um, you can read those sample questions. There's a lot of questions. These and the Democratic ballot. I don't know about the Republican ballot, but I know the Democratic ballot. There are a bunch of questions. Let me see. Um, Masha, why are apartment complexes refusing rental assistance? Because they can. And I mean, as harsh as that might sound, you know, it's the truth. I mean, the state of Georgia is a strong property rights state, and so therefore, the state of Georgia allows landlords to refuse rental assistance. It allows landlords to raise the rent to whatever the market bears, and so it doesn't allow cities to be able to get involved in those issues. So that's the reason why. Carolyn, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Matthew wants to know, are there any signs that the Savannah Mall may be sold, or they might want to turn part into something better than what it is now? Matthew, it's the same thing. The Savannah Mall has been in huge disrepair for quite some time. I remember when they built it, it was supposed to be the alternative mall for people. Reality, people who didn't want to come into the Thought Mall, which was considered the more urban mall of the two. And you know, fact is that it didn't do well. It did well for a while. It had some pretty good tenants. It had the Bass Pro Shop in Burlington. Virginia College was in there at one point. But things have certainly changed. So um, I think at some point they're going to have to do something with it. You know, because when you walk through it, it's like walking through a ghost town. So, Savannah State graduation. Congratulations to the class of 2020 Savannah State University Tigers. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Much love to them. Could not stay around. Um, it was 3 hours long, but could not stay around. But still, this is a day that you have worked hard for. And the most interesting thing that I found out is when you get to the end of your journey, you find out it's just more journey left to go. So, congratulations to the class of 2020 of Savannah State University. Gina, yes, you can bring me the broom. I know what you're talking about. Bring the broom. That's fine. Um, yes, Carla, you can bring somebody with you if you can't read. Iron Bull made some big upgrades to security uniforms. So congratulations, Iron Bull. We have been walking with you throughout this journey, and we're excited for what you're doing and how you're making it do. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Um, I believe, Jasmine, I believe they do have audio mode as well. Um, Lala says she don't like it that you have to have a printer in order to request a absentee ballot. Yeah, I mean it was all part of these crazy rules. It was crazy. Um, Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine, you are just throwing the information down today. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine is one of our neighbors out in the Highlands, and so I thank her for being so diligent in helping us put information up. Do you know why they're limiting the amount of high school graduation attendees at the arena? That place is huge. Um, I think it's like 10 tickets apiece, right? So, I mean, you think about it, you have 200 graduates and you have 10 tickets apiece. You're talking about what, you know, 2,000 folks. I think the goal was, well, I think part of the reason is because we're not using the entire arena. I think they're only contracting use of half of it, so they're actually shutting down the taller parts, the suites and the higher parts. They're not using those parts. They're really just condensing it. So I think that's the reason why they're limiting it as well. Um, let's see. Jasmine, Savannah Mall can be converted into affordable housing. Right now, though, it's private property, so I hope that that's something that they will be willing to consider. If they're willing to consider it, like we're doing in Oglethorpe Mall, we're more than willing to partner with them on that. Matthew, you're very, very welcome. Tabitha wants to know. Tabitha says she received her tag renewal today, and there was an alternative fuel vehicle fee of $213 for her electric vehicle. Am I aware of that fee since the city just purchased a fleet of them? How is the state penalizing us for going green? Um, I didn't know nothing about it because I don't have enough money for an electric vehicle right now. So I did not know about that. That would have me hot. Um, I'm not aware of the fee. We have not purchased electric vehicles as of yet. We have hybrid vehicles and we're doing transition vehicles, but we will be purchasing them. So thank you for letting me know about that. And I didn't know. So I know you were hot, paying extra $213. So um, that's, I mean, we should be making it easier for people. I mean, why would they have to tax you because you are spending less money on gas? I mean, maybe they're just trying to find a way to get money back. I don't know what that money goes to, but I'll check it out though. Lala was tired. She was teary-eyed watching the wife of the 90-year-old man there that graduated. Yeah, 90 years old and was graduating from Savannah State and passed away 2 weeks ago. Um, but hey, it shows that you are never too old for your dreams to be able to come true as well. Um, um, Lorraine, your dad early voted said Warnock wasn't listed. Um, he had to be given another ballot. Pay attention. Yeah. Well, your dad voted early in Georgia because here we don't. Well, on the early voting now was it an absentee ballot because if you're voting advanced voting, it's all on the computer screen. So um, that's the deal with that. So, but yeah, you have to pay attention to your ballot. Um, Maria wants to know had the idea of speed bumps ever been presented in meetings? Yes, it has been. We call it traffic calming, which is a much wider field of talking about a variety of speed suppression um, things, to include speed bumps and speed tables, we call them, signs, and a variety of things. So we're revamping that. We have not really funded it at the level we want to fund it. And so we just talked about that, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So if you look at the city of Savannah and go look at our council meetings, you can see the whole workshop that we had about traffic calming. Matter of fact, it might have been, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. So the last Thursday, you would have seen it. Um, and yeah, you're right, Jasmine. What we do is when there are requests, you have to make sure first of all that there's enough volume. Um, the first thing is volume, and then the second thing is speed. So you ever see those little boxes that they have, and they have that long strip that people ride over? Well, that is measuring volume, It's measuring volume, capacity. It's measuring volume of various types of day, and it measures speed. And so it gives us a bunch of data that we can use to determine whether it would make sense to put a traffic control device there. Matthew wants to know, what is the city doing to attract more businesses into the city of Savannah? Do you notice development outside the city in other counties? Well, I don't think we have a problem with new businesses locating here. You notice development because they have room to develop. The city, our city is pretty saturated. They're not much big pieces of land, so that's why you see things like mega sites in which the city is a partner on. There's one here in Chatham County, there's one in Bryan County. Both of those that the city of Savannah is a partner in. So, but how we were trying to attract them, particularly for construction and other types of businesses, we have what's called the Savannah First policy, and so we have preference for those who do business in the city of Savannah. So if you do business in the city of Savannah, if you are a business that has a city of Savannah business license, you've been located here for a year, you get more points in our consideration, and so we will do business with you before we do business with anybody else. So that's the benefit of coming to the city of Savannah. When I got elected, I was always concerned that people were outside of our community and could do business here, and so the city council has adopted my here they go. It's nothing but one of her daughters. Hold on. Okay. So we want people who are going to do business with us. We want people who are going to invest in us, and so I want to spend our money locally. Local money is recycled. So, hey, Spencer White, good to see you. Spencer Ellis White III, good to see you, my friend. Will a limit ever be placed on short-term vacation rentals? There's already a limit on short-term vacation rentals. There's only certain places you can do them, and a bunch of regulations. So there is a limit on them. Stony! So my beautiful niece is on. Hey, Stony, you. So you know what that means, right? I better see you. That's all I got to say. We gotta catch up. So anyway, good to see my beautiful, talented niece on as well. And Matthew, you're very, very welcome. So, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anything else? Anything else? Um, you know, when you look at other places around us, I mean, they just have space. We don't really have space. Um, I love you too, Stony. Go ahead and give her some love. We just don't have the space. But, the goal is that all development is not good development either. When you look around us, when you look at development, you're really looking at warehouses. That is the thing, warehouses. And so we want to be very concerned. I don't want us to be a community of warehouses, because where there are warehouses, there are trucks. And where there's trucks, there are roads that are damaged. And so, again, we've worked very, very hard, and we're working very hard to make sure that although a bunch of stuff is happening around us, that Savannah is, before anything else, before it's a great place to do business, before it's a great place to visit, that Savannah is a great place to live. And so that is our goal, to make sure that Savannah is a great place to live first. Then it could be a great place to do business, a great place to visit. And so, what this council has done, and certainly I've been extremely supportive of it, that, we need to make sure that we maintain a quality of life for people who choose to call Savannah home. There are a lot of people doing development and a lot of people doing, tourists, they don't live in Savannah. They live other places. And so, although we love being great hosts, and although we love, um, you know, business interests here, Savannah has to be first and primarily the greatest place in the world to live. And we have to preserve that. We have to proactively, persistently, and courageously um, make sure that we are doing all we can that Savannah is a great place to live first. And so you've seen from recent actions that we are committed to being able to do that. So um, Zelfia says she thinks it's going to be a bad accident at the end of the bridge because that construction is a blind spot. You're talking about right there on the corner, right? When you're coming off of the bridge into right there at Boundary Street, and I guess that would be Oglethorpe, right? Yeah, I saw that the other day, and that's an issue. So I agree with you. You work at the Westin? Okay, I was at the Westin this week, so. Um, but yeah, well, I did see that myself, and I kind of thought it was a real ugly blind spot, particularly if you're coming over the bridge and you're going to make that right, basically going south on Boundary Street. I mean, you can't see people that are coming um, from Boundary Street from the south who are trying to make that left to go across the bridge. So, yeah, Zelfia, I feel you on that, and that's true. Um, there is something I can do. I believe I can do it. So when I get off of this, I'm going to go ahead and raise that issue because I think it is a traffic hazard. So thank you for letting me know. Okay? Anything else for the good of the order? Anything else? So let's review what we've done today before I go. So today uh, we celebrated week 111. 111 weeks we have celebrated. We've celebrated 779 days. We've celebrated 2 years, 1 month, and 18 days. So we're grateful, so grateful for that. What else did we do? Come here, Max. And then Max made a cameo.
Bedtime. Max is, he goes to bed now. He ain't coming.
Oh. Well, Max is not coming. Max says he's left the building. Um, we have shown love to Tara Strong. We have shown love to mothers and grandmothers and aunties, mothers that are here, mothers that have gone on, and mothers um, that have lost. My mother just said that Max is in the bed. I mean, you got to see this. I wish I could take a picture and show it to you. She got him a bed, and he lays down in the bed like he got a job. I mean, he just goes in and he lays down in his bed, and she puts a cover over him, and you know, like 9:30 stuff. He's done. Like, what kind of dog is this? I mean, put him outside and let him fight a little bit. But anyway, um, oh, Masha said her cats came. Elizabeth, good to see you as well. Tyrone, thank you so much. I hope we're making progress on that thing we're trying to do. So we show love to our nurses. We show love to our teachers. We show love to our laboratory personnel. We certainly show love to our CNAs. Um, we know that Max made a cameo appearance today, and like I said, Max says that he's done for the day. So he is laying next to my mother, and no, not in her bed, but he has a bed next to her bed. Um, so we talked about that. We talked about the importance of voting, and the fact that I've already voted. I've done it. I have done it, and I'm asking you to go ahead and get it done. Don't wait. You can vote from now through May the 20th. You can vote on tomorrow, Saturday. You can vote on next Saturday, the 14th, and you can vote on Sunday. And so we want you to go ahead and just take the time, go ahead and get it done. We also know that there is a My Voter page, and you can go ahead and put in uh, your information for your voter page and make sure you get that in. And so we want to make sure that you are doing that. I just posted my voter page, and you can look at your voter page, and you can see a sample ballot. Please, there are a bunch of things going on with that, and some of these folks on here, you may not know. So go ahead, take the time, look them up, research them, and then vote. Vote for those that align with your interests. I mean, we have some important races here, not only from senator to governor. We have a state senator race. We have state representative races. We have school board president races and school board seats. These are very, very important races. We have a recorder's court judge race up. These are very, very important races, and I need the Date Night family to be 100% on this. I need you all to be engaged in this process. Good to see you, Miss Julia. Thank you so much for joining us. And so Mrs. Renee Queen has joined us. So we're glad to have you. Thank you so much. And so I want you all to have a great weekend. Spend some time and show some time and show some love to those women who are mothers in your life. And so, of course, again, for me, I'm going to go, and she don't know if I'm going to lay in the bed with my mama. And ain't nothing she going to do about it. Go spend some time with my mama. So, but always good to be home. So I appreciate you. Y'all behave yourselves. Make it a great week. Know that you are Savannah Strong. I'll see you next week, Lord be willing, for week number 112. We're going to have to go somewhere next week. I'm going to figure that out. Anyway, have a good night. God bless.